Good evening and welcome to D&D Sanctum, Mr. Cameron.
Hi, I'm Cameron.
So you are the eighth and final party member of the D&D Sanctum group. You're about to embark on a really lengthy journey with the rest of our characters, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you indulge in your character fully and enjoy the world that appears ahead of you.
No, I'm gonna hate it. You can't make me enjoy anything. No,
um,
okay.
cool.
Cool.
So, as we start the session, if you take a look at the map,
There's a map.
so I'm going to just, uh, I pinned a map that's there. That is the map of the world. You might have to zoom in a little bit.
I can click it and then open original. I see it.
You might still have to zoom in, even if you open original, but anyway.
I see it.
Okay, so when you zoom in a little bit, if you look to the bottom right of the map,
Yes.
your village, your orcish village, is so you see where the lighter green section is.
Yes.
Your village is almost like in the center around there.
Oh, okay.
And when you left your village, you traveled to the east, across. You went a little bit up north to the lighter green patch, and then you went closer to the darker green patch,
Okay.
and you began running through the swamps, and you came up on the opposite side of the map, where you see it is lighter green, and you continue to run towards the east side, getting as far away as you can, escaping to more of a foresty area, where you arrived to the lighter green section on the map. If you look in the middle of the lighter green section, just as you come out of the swamp area, there's like a little pool of water.
Yes.
North towards that, there is a close to the shoreline. There is your temple,
Ah.
just before the shoreline.
Oh, that's really okay.
A couple of kilometers into the from the shoreline. So you can't you if you walk like about 10 minutes, you can probably
10
see the
minutes.
shoreline.
Roundabout, yeah.
Yeah.
Couple kilometers, maybe like half an hour, get there.
Yeah. So it'll
Yeah.
take you about like half an hour to walk to get to the
Oh,
to
okay.
the seashore from your temple.
That's pretty nice.
And that is where Aaron starts his journey. Um and at this moment, it has been a few days. Just hold on. One moment.
I'm waiting. For anybody listening to this, for context, I'm extremely nervous. Just putting that out there. So if I sound nervous, it's because I am nervous.
So it is evening just outside the temple of Anubis, where you're sitting at. And your priest, Harris, walks outside towards you, and he stands there and looks up into the night sky with you. Beautiful evening, isn't it?
Quite, but I've still got lots to learn about these stars.
Yes. That does take time. Don't worry. Anubis will show you all in time. You know, there is an interesting constellation that they talk about that only certain people can see.
Really?
If you look into the night sky, in the clouds. You see those 8 stars over there? And
Yes.
when you look up into the sky, there are 8 stars patterned into a shape. The shape of the 8 stars, if you look carefully, they're very far away from other stars, and they look like they are patterned into an infinity loop,
Oh wow.
except it goes around 3 times.
Oh wow. Okay. What's it
That
called?
no one knows yet.
Oh,
That is a mark of destiny.
Destiny.
And it is interesting that you can see it.
Can you see it as well?
No,
Is anybody else that you know that can?
I've heard of one man once, but that was a long time ago. I was hoping you would see it, but never had I dreamed that one of my acolytes would be able to see such a mark.
So what does that mean for me? Does that
Your
mean...
life is destined to be journeyed. Your name is destined to be known.
But I don't want to be known. I'm just Aaron. I
Yes, well, you're a good Aaron. You helped my temple. You restored it. You assisted me many times with many of the tasks I could not do.
I mean, lifting boulders and bricks is it's not that difficult.
There aren't many half-orcs such as yourself.
I don't think there are many half-orcs anyway. But I wanted to ask, am I really the first half-orc that you've indoctrinated into this belief?
Yes,
Oh,
there aren't that many.
ah.
Most of the belief comes further up north across the sea, hailing from the desert sands.
Will we ever go there?
Perhaps, in time.
I really want to see all the sand, deserts, and oases. Oh, that'll be beautiful.
The home of Anubis.
But not my home.
You need to learn one thing, Orc. My acolyte, Aaron. You need to learn that you might come from a village of Orc which you call home, but we never ever have a home per se. You create your home where you are. Where you come from is just your roots. Even a tree doesn't always sprout where its roots are.
It's interesting. I'm just scared of the whole destiny thing. And everything, really.
I understand.
I don't know. I just hope you're gonna be on my side for everything, because I don't know how to thank you for just taking me in. I really don't, and I owe you a debt I could never repay.
He puts his hand around his neck, and you notice him taking something off that you see him always wear. And he takes it off, and he holds it up, and it is an amulet with the symbol of Anubis
Ooh,
at the bottom. And
okay.
he says, I wanted to wait till you were ready.
I thank you.
And
don't really know what to do with this.
he gestures you to put your arm out and your hand open. And he places it in your hand and he says, "Wear it with pride. And wherever you go, I will always be there. And Anubis will guide you."
I will wear it with pride. Thank you.
Now, I know your village was destroyed. And I'm sorry that happened. I know you lost many a family, many a friend.
I never really had any friends. No one really liked me, especially after what happened. I just try to help.
And that is your greatest asset, Aaron. And make sure you carry that with you, along with Anubis. For you are the one who judges people fairly. You are the one who shows them the right way, the caring way. You are the mediator.
I'll try. I'm happy you believe in me. Not many people believe in me. But I'll try.
Now, I have a task for you.
What is it?
You need to head to the east.
East? But why?
There is a city there called Gold's Keep.
God's Keep? I've heard of God's Keep before, haven't I?
Yes, it is the major city here in the southern lands,
Oh,
ruled by the great King Lexios and Queen Vidita.
Lexios. Why do I have to head east to God's Keep?
There, you will claim a ship, and it will take you to your final task, to travel to the desert sands and meet with Anubis personally.
At this
This-
point, I just wanted to mention, Aaron has his jaw agape, and he's absolutely stunned that you said this now.
This is your final task as an acolyte of the priest of Anubis.
Phew. Okay. When do I have to leave?
First thing in the morning.
First thing in the morning. Okay. I'm stunned.
If I gave you too long, I know you would not leave. That's why I had packed your stuff for you already.
Oh, okay. Did you pack everything of mine?
You can go to your room, make a clear check to be sure.
Okay, I'll do that. But you won't be coming with me.
No.
Why can't you come with me?
I must stay here and guard the temple, and find more acolytes to join Anubis. You need to go out there and bring them to me, so we can spread Anubis's fair judgment upon everyone.
I'll definitely try. This is so much to handle. I'm not quite used to traveling this far, and especially going across the sea.
Don't worry. There will be people who will guide you along your way.
Do you know these people?
I do not.
How am I
Destiny
Oh,
does.
destiny. I suppose I'll find them eventually then.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Right.
Right.
Well,
I suppose I better go get ready and check what you've packed.
yes. I'm not one for long goodbyes, but I will always be watching you, Aaron.
Thank you.
And don't worry, my temple will always be here and you can return home.
Can I, if I run back out of fear and cowardice, is that okay?
As long as you've met with Anubis, you can run back whenever you feel.
Oh, okay. Goodbye. There's.
Goodbye, Aaron. And he heads back into his chambers,
God.
and the door shuts.
It's hitting me with a roleplay immediately. Jesus Christ.
And you head back into your room, and you notice there is a bag already packed for you, quite neatly, in fact, and it seems quite easy to carry.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
you you notice all your belongings are perfectly packed. There is even some food
Ooh.
to carry you along your journey. A good 7 days worth of food.
Ooh, I need to write this down. 7 days of rations.
Yes, sir.
Rations. Alright.
And in your backpack, he has also placed a vial,
A
and you
vial.
notice it as a healing potion.
Oh. Okay. That's fucking generous.
And you get yourself ready, and you settle down, and you head to sleep.
Okay.
The next morning, you wake up bright and early, being woken up by almost like something whispered in your ear.
Ooh.
And you get up quickly, and you realize it's time to go, and you quickly wash up, and you pack your stuff, and Harris is nowhere to be seen.
Ah. Aaron's sad.
And you head off into the forest towards the east and begin trekking through the woods.
God. Going back east. Well, more east at least.
Yeah.
Back east, more east.
And it's actually quite a beautiful sunny day
Oh,
today,
that's good.
even though you're feeling a little bit sad at the moment. It feels very comforting in the forest. And you hear the sounds of a whole bunch of birds buzzing in the trees, flying in the trees. You hear little insects buzzing around, um, and it is very quiet. And you've never gone this far into the forest before. He's only sent you to the outskirts to pick up some herbs and stuff for the temple, but he
Okay.
has never sent you this far.
Oh, God.
And
Uncharted territory. Yay.
you feel in very unfamiliar territory, and you just know the direction of the you know your direction based on where the sun is.
Okay, good. East.
Yes.
This
And
way.
as you begin traveling, uh, you hear after a couple of after like 3 hours of traveling, you start to hear like rustling coming from the side and footsteps, and
Oh,
you hear the
no.
sound. Yeah.
What? Is anybody there? Hello?
And you hear, and then there's silence.
I... Can I see if there's any tracks around me or something?
Roll perception.
Perception. First roll. Let's go.
First roll of the day.
Oh god, I'm not proficient in it.
Ah,
That is. Oh my god. Okay, wow. That is 21.
wow, that's a good
That's
start.
a really good
Um,
roll.
cool. And you look around. You don't know any footprints, but you notice in the distance that like there in the area there seem to be like broken like bushes and stuff low to you, so you know there has been movement in this area.
Okay. I.
And in the distance, you see little pointy ears sticking out
Oh
of a
god.
bush.
Can I. I want to make a very loud. No. I wanted to scare it off, but I don't know if Aaron would. Aaron would probably just scream and it'd probably scare them. Can I do that?
Yeah,
I'm going to roll to. What would that be?
you can just scream. Your character just scream like that's naturally. And and then the you scream
Ah!
and you collapse towards the tree and hold the tree. And you hear whatever is in this bush also scream. And you see it take off
Oh
um
no.
in the distance.
Okay. Can I? Uh, so I've seen where it was and where it like kind of went, right?
Yeah,
Can I walk
you
up to
see
where it
exactly where.
was and if there's any tracks now, can I see what?
Yep. So you walk up to where it was. Sorry.
I'm getting a
Yeah,
call.
I got just counting ankle. So you walk up to where it was, and you notice tracks. There's like the tracks seem very like skidded, like it tried to dash like very quickly,
It was just running
and
away from me because I
um
scared it.
and as you look up towards where the tracks were,
Yeah.
this little goblin
Oh
is
fuck.
like shaking next to a tree. What? What do you want? Please
Um,
don't hurt.
I say in very broken English for it to understand. Me friend, me no hurt. Me was just scared. Me scream because me scared of you. Because me thought you were going to hurt.
An orc who can't speak common? What is this?
I can speak common. I was just compensating for you not being able to speak common.
Oh, so you think 'cause I'm a goblin, you think I'm stupid?
No, I just because you said please don't hurt. You didn't say me, so I just deduced by the broken sentence. I thought I should reply in a broken sentence.
Hmm. Not traveled around too much, I see.
No.
Well, you're lucky I'm all alone. I am from the Goblin Caves here. We just got ambushed by a whole party a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, that's horrible.
Well, not so horrible. Got rid of that ugly fire-breathing thing that was controlling us.
Oh, that's good at least.
If you look carefully, he's got like a blue mark, like a little bruise on the side of his face.
Um, oh, I don't know. Oof. Are you hurt? I wanna ask that first before I do anything.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. It was an old wound I got. He looks kind of humiliated as he admits he was captured by a drow.
No. Um, um, do you want maybe some food or something to maybe build up your strength? I'm not sure if you've eaten in a while. I can't quite tell. If are you? I don't. I'm sorry. I'm just not used to seeing.
He tilts his head and he's like, "What is the orc doing in these woods anyway?"
I'm I'm traveling east.
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 Who goes east from the orcs' village?
Um, I look. You know there are outcasts in your tribe. I'm sure.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm one of
All
those.
of them are dead.
Oh, right. Well, look. I mean, we could be in a tribe if you want. An orc and a goblin. That would be good.
kind of stares at you and he squints his eyes more. And he says, nasties.
Nasties.
I am scouting for my goblin tribe.
Ah,
I've already got a tribe of my own, so you find your own way.
well, do you still want that food? Maybe I could give you a ration if you'd like.
He tilts his head. And he nods his head really slow.
Very slowly. Okay.
Yeah.
I give him one of my rations.
As you give it to him, he takes it and he inspects it, like every little bit of it, like kind of looking to see.
If
And
it's
he
like
like
poisoned or something.
he pokes his finger in it and smells, and he like licks it and goes.
If you want, I could always just like take a little bite to show you that it's not
No.
poisoned. Oh, okay.
And he looks at the food, and he looks back at you, and he dashes off into the bush and disappears.
Bye. I guess I keep going, slightly avoiding where his tracks went.
You continue to head towards the eastern side, and as you are traveling through the forest, you begin to hear just hold on. You begin to hear very loud sounds of fire going. Cut at us! And you hear someone shout in the distance.
I guess Aaron would probably. Okay, is it far away or is it pretty close?
It sounds a good like maybe I would say you know the size of the dome at Fourways, probably
Yeah,
about the
yeah.
length of that far away from you. So one opposite end to the other.
Oh, so like not ridiculously far, but pretty
Yeah,
medium-ish closest
yeah.
distance. Um, I would like to kind of not go directly towards it, but kind of go towards it, but like at a curved angle, like around its kind of flank where the north I think it's coming from, so that I'm still at like a good distance away from it, but I can kind of see what's happening. Oh God.
As you get closer, uh, you hear the sounds of scuttling across the area, and you hear someone heavily breathing. And he's like, and he's just in the distance, and he's breathing pretty heavily, and you hear another flame shoot out.
I begin kind of jogging towards where I think it came, like the shot of flame came from, like getting closer.
As you begin to get closer, you notice. Just one moment. You notice a guy in a robe.
Okay.
He's got very short brown hair, and he's got a beard and like a little mustache that goes into like a beard, and
Okay.
he has got these beautiful robes on. They slightly tattered, and
Oh.
you see him. His hands are open, and he's moving them back and forth in front of him.
Can I discern what he's trying to hit with something? Like if he's trying to cast a spell, can I look around and see if he's trying to hit something?
You notice he's in kind of a clearing, but
Okay.
in the bushes around him, he's like in the middle of the clearing, and in bushes around him, he's looking around, trying to be alert as anything, getting ready. You can roll perception.
Okay. I shall roll for perception. I'm gonna get a +3 on this roll for perception. That dice went so far away. That's a 12.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just a 12.
Okay, so you begin to look around, and you notice coming from behind him in the bushes, you see almost exoskeletal legs
No.
scutter across a bush behind him, and he turns around, and he readies his hands to the side.
Can I like? Can I charge forward into the like so he can see me, and then can
Mm,
I say can I talk to him and say don't cast anything, and then I would
mm.
like to cast. Can I do, like run at him and say don't cast anything, and then can I cast Sanctuary on him?
Yep, sure.
Okay.
You're only on level 1, right?
Yes, and it's a level 1 spell.
Cool.
So I basically go, hey, and then you can see me, and I go, don't cast anything. I've got
Um,
this.
As you shout, "Hey!" you see his eyes
Oh,
glow
please don't hit me.
blue, and his hand fills up with flame. And as soon as you say, "Don't cast anything," he lowers his hand.
All right, I cast Sanctuary on him, and you
Mhm.
ward a creature within range against attack. Is he 30 feet away from me?
Yes, he is.
Okay. You ward a creature within range against attack until the spell ends. Any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. The spell
Yeah.
doesn't protect them. Blah, 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 blah,
Cool.
blah. And I think it's against my spell save DC? I'm not sure if it is.
Yeah, I think it's against your spell save DC. So, you feel, you grab your necklace that Heros gave you, and you stretch your hand out, and you feel this energy shoot out your hand that you haven't felt in a while because you haven't practiced your magic in some time. And it shoots out your hand as you finally cast the spell, and you see a light shimmer around him.
Cool.
And he looks at you and he goes, "Thank you. There's still one of them out there."
Well, he's fine.
Do you see it anywhere?
Can I look around and do another perception check?
Yes, you can.
Oh, please be a good roll. Please be a good roll. Please be a good roll. No, it's a 7.
You look around and you see nothing.
I shout to him. No.
Just hold on. Let me just get the something quickly. I want you to roll a
Oh god.
just hold on. There you go. That's it. I want you to roll a dex saving throw.
A dex saving throw.
Mhm.
God. Okay. What's my dex anyway? I don't even know what my dex is. There it is. +1. Oh god. Please dice be kind. That's 17.
As you turn around, you're looking around trying to scan the area, and out of one of the bushes you hear the sound, and the spray of web comes shooting towards you, and you kind of like throw your hands out in front of you, kind of flailing, and you manage to get the web off you before it wraps around you.
Cool.
And as you do that, you see the guy in the robe next to you. He turns around and he goes, "Karadas!" And you see a flame shoot out from his hand and slam straight into the bushes.
He just broke the spell, by the way. I'm actually so mad at him.
And
Damn
the
it.
and the from the bushes you see coming out through the flames, this very large spider, larger than a dog, and riding atop of it is this goblin. It's not the same one you met before.
Oh, I should have asked for his goblin name.
Roll for initiative.
Oh, can I? Because I can do this. It's called Vigilant Blessing. I can at first level, Night Soul, you be vigilant. As an action, you give one of your creature your touch, possibly yourself. Advantage on the next initiative roll. Can I have an advantage then?
Cool.
Right.
I'll let you use that because you're
Cool. Because yeah. Okay, wait. Initiative is Dex, right? Yeah. Okay. So I have advantage. So I roll twice. That's first roll is 12. Second roll is 9. I'll take the 12.
cool. Let me just roll the initiatives. Everybody else.
Mine is 12. Great. Everybody. He made me waste a first level spell. I'm actually so mad.
You got 12. So, okay, so you get to move first. There is
really?
a goblin on a spider heading towards you.
I would. Ooh. Aaron would like to yet again scream, but this time to almost intimidate them because it worked well the last time, so he's gonna do it again.
Roll intimidation check.
I've got proficiency in this because I'm in half orc. That is 8 plus 4, 12.
12. So you scream, and the goblin kind of like pulls back the reins of his spider, and he kind of moves the spider to the side away from you, but closer to the guy in the room.
Fuck! Well, that's good. Aaron doesn't want to be fought or anything, so that's fine. I guess that's my... whatever. I want to then kind of move... Not really... I want to move away from it, but more... If it's a clearing, more to like... How... Am I on the edge of the clearing, kind of?
You're close to the middle at this point because you ran up closer to the guy in the robe.
I would like to run kind of away-ish from the middle, but not towards any enemies. If I know.
So like closer to the opposite end of where he's standing.
Yeah, roundabout.
Cool. And as you do this, you like you run screaming to the other end, and the guy in the robe readies his hand up into the air, and he pulls his arm back, and you see his eyes go blue, and this blue flame goes up his arm and goes down to his other arm. Get at us! And he throws this flame towards the goblin in front of him, and it slams into this goblin.
Oh my god.
The spider backs up, and it shakes itself off, and it begins to charge towards this guy.
It charges towards him. Oh my god.
Yeah.
If it's charging towards him, can I... I'm just going to try and scare these guys off, because I don't want to hurt my goblin buddy, sorry. This is a cantrip. Is it my turn yet, or no?
Is it a reflex save? No, he's still going to attack.
Oh, he's going to attack. Okay, then this is an action. No, I can't do anything.
And the goblin takes out his club, and he hits it into this guy, and the guy gets hit across the chest, and he kind of like topples back into the ground, and the spider is currently charging towards you.
Charging towards me?
Yeah.
I would...
What's your AC?
Oh my god, my AC currently with scale mail on is 17.
17. And he tries in the constant charging towards you, he swings his club towards you as well, and you manage to just step aside from it.
Jeez, okay.
And he turns around, and the spider rider is right in front.
It's right in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Is it my go?
Yep.
Can I cast Inflict Wounds?
Yep.
Okay. I cast it on the... I assume the spider? Because if I cast it on the spider, yeah, that's 3d10. Let me just find my 2d10s that I have and roll them. There it is.
Does he have to roll a wisdom saving throw?
Make a melee spell attack against a creature you can reach.
Okay, so you have to roll an attack roll.
It's just, do I have to roll an attack roll?
Yeah, so you have to roll an attack roll using your I think you're a charisma based caster, right?
Yes.
No, wisdom.
Spell attack bonus. Mine's plus
Yeah.
5. Okay, yeah, I didn't see that first. I forgot.
Jeez, like plus 5, that's mad.
Okay. Seven.
7 plus 5.
Yeah. No, no, no,
That's
no. Seven in total.
oh, 7 in total. So you try to channel your
Shitty
energy
dice.
into it, but the fear of the spider standing in you, you can't seem to concentrate on it.
Oh my
Um,
god.
the uh, the um, the the mage behind you run. He runs up to you, he runs up past you, and you see his hand go out towards the spider, and he grabs the spider. Yeah! And you see a shock go up his arm and into the spider, and the spider jolts.
Oh, okay.
And the spider is very weakened at the moment. It's like running from one side to the other. And the goblin tries to swing his club towards you, and as soon as he does, the spider jolts one more time, and he gets toppled off the spider.
Oh, okay.
It is now your turn.
It's my turn. So wait,
Yes.
he's off the spider.
Yeah.
The spider's
He's
still
on the
alive.
floor next to the spider. The spider's still alive.
I would like to try and cast Inflict Wounds again on the goblin, I guess.
Go ahead.
+5. I'm using a different dice now because this is dumb. Please, please,
Attack.
please, please, please.
D20 attack roll.
That one was kind of cocked, but it was still a 12, so that is 17
On the spider.
on the goblin.
On the goblin. Cool. One moment. Cool. Roll for damage.
Roll for damage. Yay! First damage. Please be good. It's 3d10. That's not really good. That's 8 so far. And that is... Wow, I rolled a... Oh, damn. That's 16 damage.
16 damage. You put your hand out and you stretch it towards the goblin, and you kind of clench your fingers out as like you clenching out claws,
Yeah.
and you pull them apart, and you hear this goblin shriek, "Ah!" and then he just collapses.
Oh! Aaron's kind of like... Oh, like, just like, I killed somebody! Ah!
As you do this, the spider tries to bite at you.
Oh. No, please.
And what's your HP at?
My HP currently.
Yeah.
Oh. My HP. Maximum is currently 10.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no! Poison, why?
Sure, you're lucky.
Okay, wait. Constitution saving throw. 3! Why am I rolling so bad?
What did you roll?
I rolled a 3!
Don't worry, I rolled pretty bad too. So you take 5 piercing damage
Oh my
as the
God.
spider bites into your leg, and you feel the poison seep into you as you take 2 points of poison damage.
Oh my god, I'm at 3 HP already.
And then the guy next to you looks to you and he says, "Leave him alone!" Ah! And you see his hand glow a blue light, and it streams towards the spider, and it goes right through the spider,
Oh.
and the spider collapses.
Oh. Damn. Aaron immediately asked him.
Hold on.
Oh.
1 second.
Please no more. I'm already at 3 HP.
And he turns to you and he says, "Are you alright?"
Aaron goes, not really, but I'll be fine.
"You're hurt. The spider. It bit you."
Are you hurt as well?
"I'm fine. I've been in fights like this before."
Well, at least I've got this healing potion.
"Oh,
Yeah.
you're new to traveling, aren't you?
A little.
You look like an acolyte. You're from where?"
The Temple of Anubis. It's a little west from here.
"One of the followers of Anubis. It is a pleasure to meet your acquaintance. My name is Khadgar.
Khadgar. Oh, how do you spell
Let me just get the spelling for you. I have it down here on my notes.
that? Notes.
On my notes.
Oh, your notes.
It is spelled Khadgar.
Do I K-A-H?
ADGAR.
A-D? G-A-R. Khadgar. That's a cool name.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna write new friend. There we go. And I'm gonna say, well,
That is quite some magic you got there.
hey, I'm new to this as well. I don't really know what I'm doing.
Well, you're not doing too bad for a person for the first time outside there. I assume you just came from the temple.
Yeah. Sorry. How did you do all that? Casting blue flames and things.
Oh, I have been studying magic for many years. I am a caster, much like yourself, but I am not from a religious order, much
Oh.
like you. I learn my arts from the arcane, while you learn yours more from religion.
Oh. That's pretty cool. I don't know about arcane, but I definitely know religion. And I know that Anubis is definitely looking at me and he's probably really upset right now.
Why would he be upset?
Uh, because I don't know. I could have done. I could have been out the way, and I could have been better, or I don't know.
Well, if it wasn't for you, half-orc, you, I probably would have been toast from that spider island. I should be thanking you.
There's no need. As long as you're fine. Um,
Yes, well, we need to tend to your wounds.
I can do that myself. I'm pretty good at that.
Well,
Um,
I'm sure you're a priest, you must know a lot about it.
but for now, I think I'm gonna drink this heal potion. How much does it heal for?
1d10
1d10.
plus your modifier.
Constitution. E.
Yeah, your constitution modifier.
Is it Constitution? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Constitution.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I'm going. Can I roll to use it?
Yes, you can, sir.
I roll to chuck it up in the air into my mouth. No, I'm kidding. 1d10, right?
Yeah.
Plus what? My Constitution modifier.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's 2 plus 2. 4. 4
Oof.
HP.
Oof. Okay.
Oof.
Yeah,
7 health.
that's not bad.
That's not
It's like
bad.
that thing you ate the vial. What do I do with the vial? You
Um.
put it in your big, fat, stupid mouth, Rowan. Sorry, couldn't resist.
I'm slicing up my gums. I'm so
Gains 4
tasty.
HP. Blood is in
No, no. Gains. How much would it be if I was at max? I would have been gains 5 HP, loses 3 HP again.
Yeah. You take 1d6 glass damage.
Glass damage. Piercing, slicing, and
It's
bludgeoning because you were hit over the
yeah,
head by this idiot.
yeah.
Khadgar was like, "You stupid fool!"
You stupid fool. Well,
um.
you fight rather well for someone new to it.
Well, I am a half orc. That's what I'm also good at is being violent, I guess.
Sturdy, yes. All half
Oh,
orcs are good at being sturdy.
I'm screaming.
Yes, that almost broke my concentration, but don't worry.
I'm
You'll
sorry.
get used to adventuring in no time.
Oh, I forgot to mention, my name's Aaron. Nice to meet you.
It is a pleasure. What what is this?
What is?
And he grabs the sleeve of your arm and pulls it up like aggressively,
Oh God.
and you notice on just from your elbow towards your wrist, but only just like from like halfway, there is that same mark of the stars you saw in the sky.
Oh wow. So wait, where is it?
It is. So you know, between your elbow and your wrist,
Yeah.
that middle part over there.
Elbow and wrist. Oh, your forearm.
Yeah.
Wait, you you can see it?
Well, I can only see it when it is marked onto you.
Is it? Does it mean anything?
It's a mark of destiny.
But,
You have a calling.
but I have a task, but I don't know anything about a calling. Um,
Well, it seems like you have a calling on top of the task. You've got more of a journey to think of.
hmm, um, sorry,
Oh well, all the good way to spread your Anubis.
Oh, you're lagging a little bit for me. God,
That's fine.
can we just like check if I'm? Yeah, it's fine. Well, I don't really particularly feel safe traveling on my own. You wanna? Where are you exactly heading?
Well, I'm also heading to the east. I have a little business on that side. We can travel together.
Great. Um, and Aaron's just like kind of checking him to see if he's got any wounds or any like actually like devastating wounds that he needs immediate care for.
He gives you like he raises his eyebrows to you. I'm fine. I've been traveling for a long time, Aaron.
Sorry, it's just habit at this point. I'm just used to making sure that people are all right.
Your master has taught you a lot. Taught you good manners, how to be kind. Very much like a follower of Anubis.
Um, I suppose, but I just, I'm not sure if I have to meet Anubis, and I'm very nervous about it, and I don't know if he's gonna like me, or if,
Meeting a god.
uh,
Very interesting.
yeah. I was also a bit confused about that one, but I suppose it's what I have to do.
Well, I have had the pleasure of meeting many people who met gods before, and they've told me it's not quite the liking they've always wanted it to be. But I don't think you should dishearten yourself. You see me, I've met mostly arcane beings.
Oh, like what exactly?
Well, there is the spirit of the lake, Nimue. She is in these parts somewhere around here. I met her a couple weeks ago. There are many beings from different elemental planes: the plane of water, the plane of fire, the plane of earth, the plane of air, and all in between.
Are these beings friendly?
Some of them, yes, some of them, no. You have to deal with them accordingly. Thank goodness for my magic, otherwise I wouldn't stand a chance.
How do you know which ones are? Well, I suppose that's a stupid question. They'd probably try and kill you or something.
Well, it depends which one tries to breathe anything over your head, and which ones pat you on the head instead.
Ah, I see. I really didn't know there were arcane beings that were kind.
Yes, well, it's kind of like flipping a lucky coin. You don't know which side it's going to land on.
I suppose. Could we could we maybe meet one of these beings? I I don't know. Maybe not. I changed my mind. Um,
Well, it is part of your destiny. We shall see, Aaron.
okay. I suppose we should keep going then. East?
Yes. Well, there is a tavern on the way there, but we might have to start for a night's rest in the evening sometime.
Can I tell what time of day it is currently?
Uh, it is roundabout in the afternoon still.
Afternoon still. Okay. So we still got a while. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think we could make it to the tavern. It depends how close it is. I don't particularly feel camping out here. I'm not really sure about that. So maybe we should
Well,
keep going and maybe hurry a little bit.
oh, it is over a day's travel away, Aaron.
Oh,
I'd have to stay the night in the forest.
um, is Um,
Don't,
uh,
don't worry. With my magic, we will be perfectly safe.
all right. And I guess Aaron kind of just nervously looks around, kind of scared that we've been in this place too long. There
Yeah,
could be more things out there.
yeah.
We should go.
As far as we see, that was just a scout. I don't think there will be any more coming this way. Did you see any goblins heading on your way here?
Yes, but he was kind of friendly. I gave him one of my rations, and he seemed to not want to, I don't know, set his pet spider on me and stab me with venom and bludgeon me
Yes,
over the head. So he seemed all right.
yes. Well, not all of them are the same. Some of them are a little easier than the rest. The rest follow their order quite proficiously.
Hmm. I suppose we should get going so we don't get scouted out again, because they're pretty close. If that's a scout, it's somewhere around here. Maybe we should try and keep quiet.
Yes, definitely so. Let us head that way. East is towards the end there, but I think we should start to keep our way along the shoreline if we want to be very careful.
I think the shoreline sounds great. I've always loved beaches and such.
Hmm. And you guys begin to head off towards the forest. You seem to be heading in the direction. Um, he he tells you of how he's traveled all over the world, studying the intricacies of magic, learning every aspect that he possibly can, um, trying to get full understanding.
Ooh.
Uh, he talks about how he was once a great wizard of a human kingdom that he had to leave his chambers because of a journey he had to go
Okay.
on.
What kind of
And
journey though?
he basically tells you how it was his journey to study magic, and he
Oh,
wants
so
to learn more.
he just wanted to learn more, and he wanted to. Okay,
Mm.
I get you. I thought he had like
So
a
that way he
quest.
could become more powerful if he had to defend anything.
Oh, okay, I get you.
Um, and you guys continue to head off, and you get to just the edge of a forest, and the edge of the forest is at the top of a really high hill,
Oh,
and you're sitting at the top of this high hill. And as you look out, you see like peaks and valleys of different hillsides going along very open plains. And it actually looks pretty beautiful.
ah. I'm assuming it's like almost. It's getting like it's afternoonish, but now it's kind of like
It's
sunset
actually
time.
started to become evening time.
Oh, so that must have been really pretty fancy.
It's, yeah, so it's basically like just as you get there, the sun has just set.
Oh, okay. Um, I.
So say that again.
Oh, I didn't say anything. Hello.
So you as you guys get there, you guys begin to settle down. You check in your backpack, and there is a bedroll that Harris has packed for
Oh, neato. I need to write that down. Bed.
you. And you lay out the bedroll as you notice Khadgar goes up to this fireplace. He makes a fireplace in the center with wood, and he puts his hand over it gently, and you see his eyes glow. And then as you look down, the fire is lit up.
Aaron is just amazed at how convenient this is. That he could just make fires and Aaron doesn't have to make fires.
It makes living very easy, doesn't it?
Indeed. I wish I could do something like that.
Well, what you did to that goblin was pretty amazing, and I felt your magic protection around me earlier.
But next time when you feel it, maybe don't cast a fireball or whatever that was because I noticed it kind of wavered a little bit once you did that, so maybe don't next time.
Understandable. I just did not want a surprise attack from whatever was in those bushes.
Fair point. I reckon we should probably sleep and maybe eat.
Oh, I mean, I'm not much of a cook myself, but I hear priests do that really well. I've got some food here. Would you like to try your hand?
I immediately interrupt him and just give him a ration. I just
Oh,
go, eat this. I'm not cooking.
oh, all right. Thank you.
I do, yeah. I just want to sleep because it's nighttime. Aaron's like,
Um,
Aaron's like, sorry, I'm just very scared, and I'm just scared that the smell of food's gonna attract more goblins.
very understandable. I will keep the first watch.
All right, Aaron, do I roll to sleep?
No, you begin to head down to sleep. Do 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 do. Okay. Uh, and um, and while you're sleeping, um, you feel this tapping on your shoulder, and you hear him go,
God.
"Hey, wake up, wake up!"
Aaron immediately gets up and tries not to scream.
He puts his roll will save
Roll what? Really?
a wisdom saving throw.
Oh god. I don't actually try and scream. It's more like a little.
Okay, I was gonna say he's like try not to scream. Okay, wisdom did not scream.
So I don't
Okay,
have. So I don't have to roll.
as you do that, Khadgar puts has his hand around your mouth,
Sorry, I'm scared.
and you you hear coming from outside this deep.
God. Aaron is panicking, and he looks around immediately to discern where if you can see any, because I have like 300 feet of dark vision, so
Yeah.
I can see far.
Um, you hear rustling coming from the bushes behind you as you hear footprints,
Is
very
the
large
Oh
footprints.
God.
Quickly,
Is
into the bushes.
will make too much noise.
Just now. Roll stealth.
Oh God. I have a disadvantage on stealth because I'm wearing scale mail.
Hmm.
I have a +1 to stealth. Please, baby, roll. I'm just gonna roll 2d20s at the same time. That's a 2. I'm not very good at
Um,
stealth.
as you notice, you're running off. You see Khadgar, uh, go put a he raises his hand and you see his eyes glow as you get to the bush, and he goes. You hear a whisper go, "Shh." And as as you listen, it almost sounds like the area immediately around you has gone completely
Oh
silent.
wow.
Like even if you move the bush in front of you, the bush doesn't make a sound.
That's cool.
And if you look carefully, it almost looks like there's a faint dome around you.
Oh wow. What did he? Okay, I want to ask what he did. He cast prestidigitation?
You can roll a Arcana check to see what he cost.
Arcana. That's +1. 11.
You notice this is the spell Silence,
Oh, well, that makes sense.
and it covers the area in complete silence wherever either you choose or over a target.
Cool.
Um, and as you look out towards your camp, you notice there is you have left your backpack there,
Oh, damn it.
and you notice coming from the bushes is a very large male lion.
Lion.
Yep. And as it steps further out, you notice from the side of it sprouts these wings.
Oh God.
And as it steps further out, you notice its tail is curved up and over its back, and it's a large scorpion tail.
Oh, Jesus. I'm assuming this is a manticore, just because
Uh-huh.
it sounds like manticore.
Yeah.
Can I cast Thaumaturgy, my cantrip, and make a kind of like, almost like a, because I can instantaneous sound that originates from a point of your choice within range, such as a rumble of thunder, the cry of a raven, or ominous whispers. Can I
Mm-hmm.
create like people almost like some voice talking, but like almost two voices talking together, like whispering but talking,
Mm-hmm.
just enough for it to hear it, but like off at it, like a good as far away as I can cast it, like 30 feet,
Yeah.
as far possibly away from me as I can go.
What's the cast range?
30 feet.
30 feet.
And it's
Um,
the components of verbal, so I have to whisper the spell, which is not. I don't think that's much to do. That's kind of like,
I'm just.
and I cast it.
Did it... Mm. Cool. So it is basically like about 20 feet in front of you. So you managed to cast I just want to check something.
But like in the forest kind of area, not on like the beach, because I can't see anything.
As you try to cast it, you realize there's no sound coming from your mouth, and the spell fails.
Oh, because it's silent, because I can't speak. Can I? How big
The
is
manticore begins sniffing your backpack.
the area that silence covers?
About 10-15 feet around you.
Around me. Can he
Yeah.
break the spell whenever he wants?
Yes.
Can I like gesture over him to like I don't know, like almost like a X with my arms, like kind of like stop, kind of like.
He he, he puts his hand up towards you, like as if to just like wait.
No, my bag.
Are you pointing to your bag?
Yes.
And you look, and the manticore walks just over your backpack. It doesn't step on it though.
Oh, so like kind of like steps over it.
And it heads towards your bedroll, and it starts um sniffing into
Oh,
your
it's gonna
bedroll.
track me. Can I?
And then it turns back and it looks at the smoke from the flame, and it begins to walk towards the smoke of the flame. And next to it, suddenly you hear coming from that side, you hear, and you notice it is licking one of the that had your
Had my. Sorry, you're cutting out.
so it started licking one of the bowls that had your rations in.
In. Can I throw a ration far away into the forest? Like you can hear it, like an audible. Like I can throw it.
Yeah, you can throw it,
Nothing for like 15 feet, and then you
and
can
then
hear
a
like a
moment like,
thump.
okay, yeah, you still have one of your rations on you that you didn't finish last night, I'll say. So
Oh yeah,
you can
it's
roll a strength check.
strength. I'm good at these because I got a lot of strength. But that's hopefully my rolls are good. Strength check, strength check, strength check, strength check. 13. Wait, no. Oh, 18 because that's plus 3.
18. Oh shit. Okay, so you
Hoo-yah!
managed to throw this thing pretty far, and it lands almost on the opposite side of the camp. It kind of like flies right behind
I
the manticore.
frisbee it.
Like as he's licking the bowl, you see it go like you almost get a fright as if it's gonna hit the manticore, but it doesn't. Like it just doesn't hit the manticore, and it flies to the other side, and it lands, and the manticore turns towards it, and it growls. It goes, and it walks towards that side, and you hear it start licking and chomping at the ration. and it turns and looks around, and it flaps its wings and begins to fly.
Oh, thank
And
God.
it starts flying towards you.
Oh God.
And you notice it just fly above you and past you.
Aaron's just Aaron being a grey, like dark grey orc. He's now immensely grey and pale.
He's pale.
He's just like.
And as after a little bit of time, when Khadgar thinks it's gone, he lets the spell go, and you finally hear a sound come from your mouth.
I look at Khadgar and just like I look him dead in the eyes, and he just look. I hope he like just noticed how scared Aaron is.
Never seen something quite like that, I take.
Ah, ah, ah.
Well, it's quite a magnificent beast. A rare sighting to behold.
I'm assuming that's not a friendly one.
Well, I wanted to be sure it was I didn't want to be sure if it was friendly or not, so I didn't want to take the chance.
I like having my head.
Yeah, so do I, actually.
At least we
Oh,
have that in common. That's great.
oh.
Aaron kind of gives like a nervous giggle. He kind of goes like, but like very quietly, obviously.
Yeah.
Hello.
Well, we were very lucky.
Very.
Nice throw, by the way.
At least I'm strong and I could toss things.
Yes, I noticed that. Well, let's get a little bit more rest. I don't think it will be coming back here. Got what? Oh,
I think you should rest, and I'll take watch next.
are you sure? You
Um,
can handle it in
uh,
the evening?
did I get enough sleep for like a long rest?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll take then I'll yeah. I should.
Khadgar goes and sets up his bedroll and begins to head to sleep.
300 feet of dark vision, baby. Come at me.
Roll perception.
Oh God.
Oh god.
Oh
Oh
God.
no. Oh no.
Oh,
Oh
oh
no,
no
no,
no
no,
no
no,
no
no.
no. Perception, please. What is that? Oh, nat 20.
Not 20. Okay,
23 in total.
you notice a couple insects flying around.
I
It's
can
actually a
notice the
very beautiful
individual
evening.
insects in the distance.
Yeah, you notice like an owl in a tree. It's like turning its head around, looking around everywhere. It even looks at you at one point and like completely pays you no mind. Um, Also, you notice that Khadgar's backpack is slightly open,
Oh,
and
interesting.
there is a piece of parchment
Parchment.
with writing on it.
Oh. Uh. Aaron kind of like whispers to himself, like, oh, I could look at it, but that's wrong. Yeah. Can I go like, kind of like walk over to it, kind of look like not losing, like looking at him and paying attention
Yeah.
that he doesn't move.
Yeah. So you walk over to his satchel, and you notice in it is still slightly open. In it's got like a very thick spell book. Um,
Mhm.
and the piece of parchment that you notice sticking out, has a bit of ink on it, and uh, it is basically the the uh the the covering of the letter um has an inscription that says, "Speak, friend, and enter."
Ooh. Ew. Question.
Mhm.
Can Aaron discern that this man is just human?
Yes, he's human, definitely human,
Okay. Like human.
human,
Is
human.
how much shorter is he compared to me? I also wanted to ask that.
Um,
Am I massive compared to him?
let me just check quickly. Uh, just hold on.
It's fine. Take it out.
He is about 5'11".
Oh, so yeah, I'm much taller than him.
Mm.
Gigantic compared to him.
Hmm.
And that's all the parchment. That's all. Is that all the parchment says, or is that all I can see on the parchment?
Um, that's all you can see on the parchment.
Can I? Ooh. Nah, I'm gonna leave it. Aaron doesn't. Aaron's just gonna peek. He's not gonna rustle through your stuff.
Okay. Um, as you start to walk away, you notice the inscription starts to fade.
Oh, now Aaron is slightly more intrigued.
And
uh,
as you begin to walk back closer to the note, the inscription begins to appear again.
Aaron's now playing. Aaron's very confused. Aaron
Mm,
walks back and forth for a little bit, going like, "If I move away, it disappears. If I move closer, it reappears. What
it
is
keeps doing that.
happening?" It goes. It's like on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off,
You can
on.
roll an Arcana
I can roll an Arcana. Okay.
to see what it is. Arcana check.
11.
11. Um, so you're not exactly sure what the spell is, but you know it's some sort of magical lock,
Ooh.
basically, on whatever is written.
Okay.
It is kind of like password encrypted in a way, but magic. You don't know what the spell.
It's in English, correct? Or common, sorry.
Yeah, it's written in common.
Aaron walks up to it, kind of like slowly, literally looking at Khadgar, slowly inching out the parchment, slowly.
Oh, the parchment from from his
Yeah,
satchel.
like he's looking at him, like making sure that he doesn't wake
Okay,
up or move. If he
cool.
moves, Aaron's gonna shit his pants.
Yeah, you managed to take out the parchment.
Aaron whispers like, "Friend."
Nothing happens.
Hello.
What languages can Aaron speak?
He can speak Common, Elvish, Orcish, and Sphinx.
Okay.
Lots of them. Aaron says friend in every single language he knows.
Um, as soon as you say melon, which is the Elvish word for friend, the letter begins to open up and writing begins to appear
Ooh.
in Elvish.
Ooh.
And at the top, it says dear, and there's a blank name left there.
Ooh.
And it talks of his journey so far as he's traveled across the sea and he's heard word of a of a he's heard word of a group in Gold's Keep
A group. Okay.
causing havoc, and it mostly speaks of this you. So whoever this letter is to, this person is obviously part of this group.
Oh.
And it begins to talk about a half orc that he met.
No. Aaron's like, that's me. He whispers.
And
Ah.
and it tells her how tells this person how it helped this half orc helped me out a lot
Oh. Aaron's smiling.
and seems very kind.
Aaron is like ear to ear grin, like he's just smiling in the
And then
darkness.
and then it says I think, and then it stops.
Can Aaron? No. Is there
Hmm?
any sort of ink in his stuff? Like his bag? Can I see any ink? Like magical ink or something?
There is no magical ink in his.
So, oh, so I can't see what he's been writing this with.
If you can roll another perception check.
I'll roll another one. I should have been proficient in perception. That's 12.
12. You notice, when you look up, you notice on a little log he was sitting at, there is a bottle of ink, that is closed up and left on the floor.
I would like to walk over to it and kind of get it
Mhm.
and put like a very, you cannot like in the one of like the corners, like the
Mhm.
top right corner.
Mhm.
Aaron wants, because he wants to just see how it works. He kind of just wants to do like a little line, just like a little.
Mhm.
Hmm.
As you notice, it seems like normal ink.
Oh, Aaron would then like to just put it away.
Mhm. You begin putting it away, and the you put the letter away and back into his backpack as it was,
Hmm.
as best you can see it. And as you walk away, the writing fades.
Ooh. Aaron's like, Aaron doesn't know what this is, so he's like,
Oh, this is fancy.
ooh, fancy. If I walk close, it opens. If I walk far away, it closes. Ooh, ooh, ooh,
And you
ooh,
like play
ooh.
like, oh, open, close, writing, no writing,
No
writing, no
writing, no
writing.
writing, writing, no writing, writing, no writing. And then I kind of like look away from it, and I look
Hmm.
closer, and it's like writing, no writing, writing, no writing, writing, no. Kind of like,
And
can I sneak up on it?
yeah, and as you step closer, whoa, it appears. Like, damn it!
Damn it! Aaron is very
Um,
amused.
uh, you and you notice the sun begin to rise again.
um, can Aaron? Ooh, I would like to have a prayer.
Hmm.
Because if it's
I
well, is it?
want you to roll. I want you to roll religion check.
Alrighty. I am proficient in religion. That is 11.
11. You begin to kneel down and say your as you feel the same energy that you would feel from the temple, almost rejuvenate you. And and you feel yourself become a little stronger, and you feel energy of Anubis kind of seep into your skin,
Oh,
and you see the image of the temple in your mind.
okay. Can I like almost utter something to like maybe call out to like almost Anubis?
Yeah.
Aaron's just gonna like whisper underneath his breath, like not even. He's gonna do it like very, very coy, kind of like, oh, like Anubis isn't probably gonna even hear me.
Hmm.
He's gonna be like, "Thank you for your guidance," and that's it. He's just gonna be
Hmm.
like very, very coy. Like you had to be like up against his mouth to understand what he
To
was
actually
saying.
understand what
Yeah.
you're saying, yeah. Um, and yeah, then you feel this warmth, and you heal back up to 4 HP,
Hey,
and
done.
you open your eyes, and the sun has started to rise.
Hey. Um, I assume. Can I tell how many hours have passed? And like,
Yeah,
has
it's been about like another 8 hours since
so
it.
has Khadgar had like enough rest, kind of
Yeah,
thing.
he's had well, it's enough for a long rest.
Can I like, can Aaron like go the opposite side of where his bag is, where he is, and then kind of
Mm.
just give him like a little shimmy shake on his shoulder, like
Yeah,
ah.
So you go and you kind of like slowly, like, um, reluctantly wake him up. Um, and he gets up slowly. He's like, ah, good morning, Halfwalk. I mean, Aaron. Pleasure. Uh, mm, how did you sleep? Oh, how was your watch?
Um, that's pretty uneventful, but it was pretty nice and calm. Yeah,
Your first time out in the woods.
yeah. Well, this far at least. Um,
More insects and bugs this side, isn't there? More animals and wildlife.
I think I caught an owl looking at me once. Aaron immediately pulls out a ration and like gives it to him again.
Oh, thank you very much. Did you make these?
um, Not exactly, but my master gave them to me.
I see. Your master cooks well.
I learned from the best. You haven't
Thank
tasted
you.
my cooking at least, but I'm sure you will eventually.
Well, I look forward to it. And he begins to chow down on his food. And he heads to he gets up and he's like, ah, that was wonderful. Well, we better pack up. We got a little bit of a trip to make before we head to where our destination is at the moment. And he begins to walk over to his backpack.
Um,
And you begin your I'm sure your nerves are kicking in.
Aaron has realized. Oh, it's my second day. Oh God. Aaron is me.
Uh,
Aaron's like, oh, pretty bugs, and Aaron's now like, oh, pretty sunrise, and now he's like, oh,
oh no, what have I done? And he walks over towards his backpack and he stretches and he looks down and he says, "Huh, I forgot about this. Must have been when the manticore attacked. I think I left this." He mumbles that to himself and he puts it back in his backpack.
I Aaron is going to be honest, and he's going to say that I I look, I know I'm not supposed to be nosy, but I saw a little scroll in your backpack that when I walked closer to it, it showed something, and when I walked far away, it didn't. And what is that?
Oh, oh, that is my letter. I make sure to on my letters to my very dear close friends. I make sure to put spells on them. Don't want anyone else reading them or anything. It is it is safekeeping, making
Oh,
sure the friends understand the codes.
so what what does it mean by speak friend?
Oh, it is one of my friends. She's from further up north in the northern mountains. She speaks Elvish really well. We use the we use Elven as code for some of the passwords that we have when opening the letters.
So Aaron would nonchalantly at this point be like, "Oh, so you would say," and then he'd say "friend" in Elvish.
Yes, that well. Now that you said that, I might have to change the code.
Oh, well, I mean, am I not your friend?
Hmm. Well, you did help me, so I guess we're off to a good start. I would say so.
So you don't have to change it if you can. I mean, I'm sorry I was nosy. Aaron's now like, oh, I fucked up.
You're digging yourself into a deeper grave, aren't
Aaron's just he's just like,
you? That's what he says to Aaron.
Aaron's just upset at this point. He's like, I shouldn't have spoken friend.
Don't worry, I'm keeping the password the same. As long as you don't go rummaging through my stuff, I'm sure we'll be okay.
I won't. And then he kind of just like continues walking, I guess. Like he
Just as he picks up his back. Just so you know, Aaron, sometimes it pays to know things. Even rummaging through someone else's stuff could give you a lot of hope and help as to knowing who you're dealing with. Roll perception.
Oh God. I should have been fucking proficient in perception. Damn it. That is 7.
7. Okay, this was a very low DC, thank goodness. It clicks in your brain, and you look to your backpack, and you notice your backpack is now opened.
I speak friend again. to almost be like,
Yeah,
It also
and
kind of scares Aaron a little. He kind of goes, ah.
you kind of see like a smirk on his face. It's clear to you that he rummaged through your stuff.
Oh, fuck. Aaron goes, well, I rummaged through your stuff.
I would hope you did. It would be very smart of you to.
Aaron's now kind of like, he's now gone like really shy. He's like, oh, okay.
All right, come along. We've got a bit of a trek over these hills before to the tavern.
Aaron would ask him like, you sure you don't need help carrying your bag?
I mean, it is pretty light, and he gives it to you, and you hold it, and you feel like you are holding an empty back.
Just because purely how strong Aaron is. Aaron's just like, yeah, this is nothing. Aaron's like, yeah, okay. Yeah.
And he says, "This is quite remarkable. Very hard to get your hand onto one of these things." And he takes it back, and it looks just as light to him as it is to you.
Oh. Oh, it's magic. Aaron goes, oh. It's magic.
Yes, this is known, Aaron, as a bag of holding. Very rare to find in these
Oh,
parts.
wow. I should have rummaged through his stuff more. If I knew he had a bag of holding, I would have jumped in it.
Yeah, you could have freaking jumped in it. You did.
I could have. Wow, bag of holding. Damn.
And he puts his satchel around him, to his side. He says, "Very well. Let's keep on heading off."
Okay, and I follow him, basically.
And you guys continue to head over the mountains, and in the distance you see different like creatures of different shapes and sizes far away over the hills, of different types. Even far in the distance you see like um large huts. Uh, you see like far in the distance behind you the forest and the trees. And as you keep going, you see at the top of a hill, just close to the shoreline, there is a rather large looking house.
House.
Mm.
Hmm. I like kind of tap.
Actually, it looks like a big building. Um, It looks like a pretty big building, actually. Like it's got kind of like straw, kind of like a straw roof like feel,
Yeah.
kind of like those old school like big buildings.
Oh, okay, I get you. I kind of tap Cadgar on like the shoulder and like kind of just gesture over and point at the building.
Mm. Oh yes, that is where we headed. It is let me just send you a picture of what it looks like in the
Ooh.
distance. So this is kind of what it looks like, but imagine seeing this from a distance.
Okay. Far off. Yeah, makes sense.
Uh, I'm gonna post 2 pictures.
Okay.
Let's go to general chat, and here they are.
Guys, if you
Yeah, here they are in general chat over
can also post them in landscapes if you want.
there. I've already uploaded them.
Oop, oop. Ooh.
That's basically how it kind of looks.
Ah, I see, I see, I see. That's
Um,
pretty cool.
and as you notice it in the distance, Khadgar turns to you and says, "Ah, there we are. The Tired Inn."
Oh wow. Aaron kind of giggles a little bit. He's like, tired.
Yeah, very funny name for it. I think it was quite appropriate considering it's almost in the middle of nowhere. It's for travelers. Most people who arrive there are tired as hell. I think that's got its name.
I mean, it's appropriate. You're all right with that. But I don't think either of us are extremely tired.
Um, you begin you begin to head over towards it, and the as you start heading over the hill, you notice the fatigue of the hills starting to hit you.
Oh.
And the steep hills start to make you feel pretty tired. You're now suffering from level 1 exhaustion. Um, and you guys get close to the top of the hill and of the tavern. And just from the top of the hill of the tavern, you can see the ocean, just in the not so far in the distance. It's much closer than to the temple.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
Um, it's basically like you have to go down the hill, then up a small hill and down, and then you're by the ocean, basically.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. That's very close.
Um, as you walk up to it, uh, Khadgar says to you, "Well, we can rest here for a couple days.
Aaron kind of
There's
like
yes, we don't want to run into any more of those manticores on the way.
you
And
betcha.
besides, at this point, it's kind of a time of migration, so I don't think we'd want to end up being stuck there."
Aaron kind of like, I wish I had one of your backpacks.
Don't worry, we'll get you a room to stay in. And he walks to the door and he opens the tavern door, and you see uh mm,
Also, by the way, I love how you can die from exhaustion. I just realized that.
I know.
Death by exhaustion. Ooh.
And you walk inside, and there's a wonderful fireplace. Um, there are a couple people like around having drinks, and there is a human standing at the bar, and you hear shouting coming from the kitchen.
Oh god.
Um, there's also a stage, like a little lifted wooden area, be a stage, and there is like a couple musical instruments on the stage
Oh, but nobody's on it. There's
that are
nobody's.
laying
There's
there.
music.
Nobody's on them, yeah.
Well, Aaron's not proficient in any musical instruments, so he's not
It's
really.
pretty much in the afternoon at the moment.
Aaron, are there any like table? There's like tables open? Anything?
There's quite a lot of tables open actually. It's pretty at the moment.
So it's pretty light. Like there's not really
Yeah,
much to
there's light foot traffic. There's probably like maybe a couple people sitting at like there's probably like 3 tables that are occupied and 2 people at the bar.
Oh, okay. Aaron kind of gestures over to Khadgar to like kind of sit kind of far away from almost everybody else, kind of almost in the corner of the establishment.
Sounds like a plan, but maybe we should reach out to the person behind the bar. They usually have very good knowledge of everything in the area.
All right. I'll let you do the talking.
Very well. Come with me. and he walks like gesturing you to follow him.
Aaron
And
okay.
he greets the human behind now. Good evening, fine sir. My name is Khadgar. I'm sure you've heard of me. And this is my compatriot. His name is Aaron. He is from the Temple of Anubis. And the person behind the door goes, "Ah, it is good to see you, Khadgar. I've seen you around these parts here before. And welcome, friend."
Hi.
As he gestures to you. What will it be today? Well, any new news of what's here? And he turns, he's like, well, as far as we know, the king in Gold Keep has set sail to the other side the of the sea. There is a great evil coming in from the. And Khadgar is like, oh yes, I've heard of that.
Coming from.
Well,
Sorry, wait, you cut out. Wait. What?
coming from the north.
The north. Ooh. So he sailed north then.
Yeah.
Oh. Ooh. Okay.
Yes, well, I've heard of that evil, but
King
we would like a drink if possible.
north.
I will get a wonderful fruit juice of make it your chef's choice, and my friend here will have. What will you have there, Aaron?
Um. Do you have any milk?
Um, Strange request, but oddly, yes. We do have quite a bit of milk.
Um.
Quite
Uh.
loads of it, actually. We get a higher supply of that stuff here.
All right. I'd like a big jug of that, please.
Alright. Alright, sure thing. Would you like any with it? Maybe some sugar to sweeten it up?
Yes, please. Aaron's immediately like, yes, yes.
He he brings the milk to the table and kind of like looks at you strangely, and he gives the fruit juice to Khadgar, and he sprinkles the sugar, some of the sugar into the milk.
Aaron just like, more please.
And he kind of tilts his head and sprinkles more sugar.
Aaron goes, could I have a little, like what, I don't know, maybe like a container and spoon of that sugar?
Sure. And he goes out and brings you like a container and spoon that you request. And he kind of like tilts his head at you.
Aaron kind of timidly takes the, like, do I have to pay up front, or could I pay later, or do I pay now? Or is milk free?
Khadgar puts his hand out and he says, "Don't worry, it's on me this time."
Oh, okay.
And he hands him the gold for it. And as the guy as you guys are sitting there, yeah, you bloody yellow belly! You can't cook to save your life. I hired you to stay here for a real time. I've been hiring you and I've been holding you here, even giving you a bed, and you can't even cook properly. What is this? Is the raw chicken? We can't serve the guests raw chicken in this establishment.
Aaron kind of goes like,
You know what? You can get out of my kitchen. I'll find another chef anywhere here. And the guy behind the toy is like just trying to like be as like pretend like he doesn't hear it. It's like he's
like
used to
he's
this.
just kind of like,
Yeah.
anyway, anything else?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Aaron kind of like, he kind of says to the bartender, like, you know, it's pretty easy to cook good chicken, and I can maybe teach him how to do it, and he can improve.
Oh, you're a chef?
Per se, I can cook. I've never exactly
As
been a chef.
as you do this, you
Oh,
notice
God.
coming from the back kitchen, this dwarf walks out. He's got like a orange beard and
Oh
he's got like
God.
orange hair, and he looks irritated as hell. He's like, right, which one of you that are sitting here at this ever cook?
Aaron kind of like slowly puts his hand up.
You there, orc? You say you can cook, lad?
Aaron kind of like slowly nods.
All right, well this is perfect. I think you're staying here for the night, right?
Aaron nods again. He's not even gonna talk.
And you kind of like you look towards Khadgar, and Khadgar is like, yes, we're staying here the night. It's like, right, this is perfect. You know what you can do? You can cook for me. There's guests here that need their chicken. Let's see what you can do, lad.
Aaron kind of like looks at his like jug of milk in his hand, looks at the dwarf, looks at the sugar, dumps the whole container of sugar into the milk and downs the milk.
Oh wow.
He just goes like he takes the sugar in one hand, like you know those glass kind of jugs like with a handle kind of things, like almost like a trough kind of thing.
Mm,
When he just
yeah,
dumps the sugar in there, stirs it, and just
just chugs
hoofs,
it down.
he hoofs it down.
One big gulp, yeah.
One big gulp. And he gives like a little belch. He goes like, "Brr."
And then the dwarf comes out. He lifts open like those like little flaps that are in that look like the table, but then you lift them up to the side.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. He lifts like one of those things, and he comes and he grabs like the tuft of your armor, and he like pulls you towards the kitchen.
Aaron kind of like hastily puts the jug down on like the bar.
And he's like, right, everything is there, lad. Cook for everyone. The table over there, they asked for some chicken. So if you can cook a good mean chicken, I'm sure they'll love it. And you know what? We'll even give you a free living here as long as you cook for us.
All right. Will I get pay as well?
Yeah, sure. You know what? If you can cook better than that bastard that just left us, I'll pay you even more.
Aaron kind of like immediately he grabs. I want to say this. He's got like this almost kind of like piece of cloth almost, and he wraps it around like it's white cloth, and he kind of wraps it around his head, like just to keep like almost like a sweatband, just to keep his sweat out of his eyes and like the hair back and stuff. There you go.
Yeah, so okay, so you ready yourself
To cook.
I think cooking is a survival check.
Oh fuck! I'm not proficient.
So wait, what is the cooking is just hold on.
I've got +3 as well.
Just one moment quickly.
Oh god.
I think it's just straight up wisdom actually.
Straight up wisdom, really?
Just checking.
Can I like?
Just one moment. Yeah, it's a straight up wisdom check.
Oh, okay. At this point in time, I actually wanted to ask you before I do anything. I haven't
Yeah?
like, do I? Because you said I was going to start with the feat. Do I start? Should I start with the chef feat according to this?
I'm giving you advantage on the roll.
Advantage. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So it's straight up. Is it straight up wisdom or yeah?
I think it's straight up wisdom.
Straight up wisdom. Alrighty. Okay. I'm ready. I'm rolling. That is a 15. That's my first roll.
Okay.
And that is a 11. So 15.
Okay, so you end up actually cooking the chicken pretty well. It's nice. It looks moist. It has like an brown golden color. You're not used to all these like fancy utensils that they use, but you somehow just figure out what everything is and where. Also, as you're looking around, you notice they have a weirdly large supply of milk and sugar.
Aaron, like, while cooking, kind of like almost gravitates towards the milk, kind of like, and then he goes, "No, I need to cook."
And he's like, "Well, lad, if you're gonna cook like this every time, you know, you can help yourself to any food you want in here. Well,
Aaron goes like,
just just don't overdo it, right?"
Aaron kind of goes like, "Okay."
And he takes the chicken out. He's like, "Perfect, right? You can stay here as long as you cook for me. Is that a deal?"
Aaron goes. Aaron kind of like looks through the door at Khadgar and kind of goes, I suppose.
Right, perfect, lad. That'll be brilliant. Pretty soon you'll be working at the front tables over here.
Aaron kind of just is like, alright, just he kind of like is well, like I don't know, still talking to him or finishes the conversation. He's kind of like looking for Khadgar, like, where's my friend? I can cook, but I'm not staying here forever. I have duties.
Right, all you need, but he goes out and
He what?
like he goes to deliver the chicken,
Mm-hmm.
and he comes back uh after some time, um and he puts out his hand and he's like, "Pleasure to meet you. My name is Dundren.
How do you spell that? What the? Dundren.
Dundrin.
Dirn.
Dundrin.
Yeah. Rin. Dundren. He's a dwarf,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
And I'm assuming he's the owner of this establishment?
And you kind of like look at him and kind of like, "Okay, who are you?" It's like, "Oh yeah, I've been running this establishment for a long time, lad."
So he's the owner of the Tired Inn.
Mm-hmm.
The inn, spelled with two N's. Alright. Aaron kind of like looks over, is like, while mid conversation, he's like, "Do you need me to cook anything else?"
Well, right now we don't have any people. While you're on break, I'm pretty sure you can hang out with your friend that you came here with.
Aaron goes like, "Thanks," and kind of dots off.
And you head off to the table, and it's back to the table where Cat Guy is sitting. He says, "Well, I see you found yourself a job."
Yeah, very quickly, I suppose. But I guess I'm good at cooking.
I saw that chicken. You seem to have quite a knack.
Um, well, I told you I learned from the best.
And he turns to you and he says, "Well, it might be a good place for you to start out. I mean, there's many adventures that come through here, and maybe you'll find your calling while you're here."
I but I can't stay here forever because I need to. I, like I said, I need to go see Anubis in the desert sands, which is across a whole sea. So I've got myself in a little predicament with being able to cook.
Oh, I see. How
Yes.
about I do this for you? I will head off to Gold's Keep, and I'll see if I can find a boat for you when I'm there.
All
And
right.
then I'll send you a letter once I have received one, heard word, and then you can head on your way towards Gold's Keep to meet me here.
Well, that sounds that sounds perfect. But I've it may sound silly, but you've grown on me, and I don't particularly want to part ways.
Don't worry, I'll keep in touch. Here. and he puts his hand on you, and you see his eyes glow, and as he puts his hand, as he reaches out his arm to the sky, you notice you can almost see you can see through his eyes, and he can see through yours. And
Oh,
whenever you
wow.
speak, it's kind of like a telepathic communication where when you speak, when he speaks, you can hear him in your head, and when you speak, he can hear you.
Oh, wow. Is there a way to like slightly turn it? Like, can you? Am I? Is he? I mean, is he constantly speaking in my head, or is there a
No,
way?
no, no, no. It's kind of like an off and on thing. So
Ooh, you can
only
like
when he lifts his
choose.
hand to the sky, you can see it, and as soon as he lifts his hand back down, it disappears.
Ew, okay. And I assume I can lift my hand or it as well, or no?
When you lift your hand, nothing happens, but he turns to you and he says, "It won't work for you, but I'll be able to hear if you need help."
Aaron's like, so if I scream again.
Yes, I will even hear you if you're screaming, sadly.
Can't lose concentration next time. Aaron kind of goes like finger guns. Pew pew. Kind of like, I almost scared you by accident.
And then you hear in the back, "Right, Orc, come back! We need you to cook more food!"
Aaron kind of like he just goes, yes sir, and he kind of like rushes off.
And that is where our session ends for today.
Oh wow, that was fun.
That is your first session.
Damn, my boy's got a job already. This is synonymous with me, literally. This is literally walked into establishment. Hey, can I have a job? Sure.
Not even like that. He was like, "Who can cook? You come to the."
I suppose that's how it works. If you're
Yeah.
trying to be a chef, who can cook? Me. Right.
Perfect. Get in here.
Get in here. Cook. Aaron kind of says, like in a nervous laugh, like, who
Don't
knows? I
worry.
might come back in 16 pieces.
Catch a few more fish and they won't worry about you. Use them as a trade to get out of there. That's what I did. Had to run. I'm not even the person to run at all.
Thank you. And Aaron kind of like awkwardly jostles away to get out the conversation.
And he opens the kitchen door and heads back out. Right, you scallywags! Who's ready for another drink? You hear people go, "Hey!"